Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
I'm going to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakwadash.
We're going to say double honor to our elders, all right, our great apostles, who rule well, teach well, being great example to Israel, man the elect. We're going to say peace and blessings to the salutations to the hope of the elect on the fourth wind, all across this globe, man, pushing this sound, doctrine, truth, and sincerity. All right, that great song. We out here once again, at it again, man. All through the spirit power, Yahweh Shemal Shai, the prophesy the downfall of America, all right, and ushering the kingdom of our big brother, our Lord and Savior, who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ. His name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, man, all right, meaning he is a deliverer, he is a savior, all right. And I'm gonna hand it to the brother, and I hope the brother edified when we lay the law down, man.
Go ahead and get that Deuteronomy 32.
All right. This Deuteronomy 32.
Verse 7, start at 7.
I'm gonna start at 7. And it says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Right. So the Lord set up spiritual fathers in his truth to teach us, man. Right? So it's all about getting edified and built up on our heritage that we lost. So now we coming back into who we are, right? Understanding that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the sons, the children of the Most High Yahweh and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, right? Now, all things must be proven. The scriptures say prove all things, man. You know, we can come out and make that statement, but what will make us right? Documentation, the record, right? So these things that are written in the scriptures was written for us to go back and study and be approved and understand, all right? Get Proverbs 3 and 4. Get the scriptures tell you that when you read this book, you are blessed. It say, blessed is he that read it, all right?
All right, Proverbs 3 and 4. Alright, this is Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Right. And wisdom is when you actually apply knowledge and understanding. Right? So you can get knowledge and understanding all day, but you don't apply it. If you don't seek it out yourself, it don't matter if somebody tell you. You're just being a parroting. All you're doing is repeating it. You have to go into the scriptures, all right, and get the understanding yourself. So today what we're going to do, all right, we're going to go into how Israel became a nation, man, all right? And for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be dealing with Israel, right? Understanding Israel, understanding how they became a nation, understanding who they are today through prophecy, all right? Because it all comes back to prophecy. Now we're going into history, but history is prophecy. The whole reason that Israel became a nation is because of prophecy, man. All right? All right, and then read verse 8.
This Hosea 3 and 5. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek their Lord Yahweh their power.
After what? After we have been scattered throughout all the nations on the face of the earth, all right? We was gonna return. It tells you in the book of Baruch, right? But your brother can get that. I hold what we already got, and the brother can get that in Baruch. 4, yeah. Where it says, in the land of our captivities, we shall remember ourselves. Go ahead with that, bro.
It says, Hosea 3 and 5. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord Yahweh, their power, and David, their king.
Right, and David, our king. Because the nation of Israel, the true nation of Israel comes out of the house of David, man. All right? The elect of the nation of Israel comes out of the house of David, man. All right? Now, the key point in this scripture is, afterward shall they return. Right. So that means that's prophecy. All right?
That's right.
So that means in order to understand prophecy, you really got to go into the history. All right? You got to go into the history of what happened to Israel as a nation. When did Israel become a nation? How did they become a nation? So today we're going to deal with how. All right? All right? Now, you got the Baruch, bro?
Yeah, this is a little more.
Okay, go ahead, finish it.
And shall fear the Lord Yahweh and his goodness in the latter days.
Right, which is what you see happening before your eyes, is the elect of the nation of Israel, which is the house of David. Is it 4 and 30?
This is 4:30.
What you see is the nation of Israel, all right, chiefly the elect, which is the house of David, coming back to their power, all right, coming back to the goodness of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, which is what? His name, all right, his word, his laws, statutes, and commandments. Yeah. The water, right?
Alright, this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 32.
Start at 30.
Alright. Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
See, so that's why these things were written, for us to remember and find, okay, where did we go wrong? Where did we go astray? Because we began going against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and there was a penalty for that, all right? So the Lord had that record written so we'll understand. Go ahead, bro.
But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I give them an heart and ears to hear.
Right. That's the house of David who has the heart and ears to hear. Because King David himself was a man after the Most High's own heart. Right? So that is very important to understand when you are going into who Israel is. Alright? Now we can go back to Deuteronomy 32. That was it on that. And then you go back to the one, because when he get done, I want you to get Genesis 12.
This Deuteronomy 32 and 8. When the Most High divided the nation, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
Right, which the sons of Adam, all right, that was separated was Ham, Shem, and Japheth, all right, the sons of Noah, right, which the Israelites come out of the line of Shem, okay, and the line was kept, all right, because when you really go into the depth of the scriptures, Israel has always been. But the Lord preserved them to come through a specific line or nation of men from the beginning. All right? Go ahead, bro.
He separated the sons of Adam. He set the bounds of the people according to thy number of thy children of Israel.
Right. So the Lord set the bounds according to the number of the children of Israel. All right? So it's always been about the nation of Israel being established as the rightful rulers and kings of the earth and judges of the earth, man. All right? But who did it start with? All right? Where is the origins of Israel? Where does it begin? Go to Genesis, the 12th chapter.
Genesis 12.
Nah, what I oh yeah, Salah. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Yeah, because I want him to go, then you go. The water.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right. So that's the separation that he made, is he picked a certain people out of the earth and made them separate, made them holy, made them better than everybody else. Right?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. Now, when you go somewhere and you choose something, you have a reason for choosing it. All right? And your mind is, most of the time, made up on your own. You know? You're not influenced by anybody. You're not influenced by any particular thing. You just make your mind up. This is what I want because this is what I like. All right?
That's just like you going to the mall.
Right.
You got a variety of shoes. You got Jordan, you got Nike, you got Puma, you got Reebok. You coming for what? A specific shoe.
Yeah.
Like, I like them shoes.
Right.
So out of all them shoes in the mall, you chose them shoes.
Right.
That's saying how the Lord chose Israel, man.
It's just like anything. You go to a car lot, you go to choose a woman. It's like anything. You choose what you choose because what you chose is what you like.
Right.
All right. Now, let's get the next verse.
All right, verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people.
So Israel was the fewest of all people. In Israel, all right, Jacob and Esau was the last two to become a nation of the 18 nations, man. All right. But Israel, all right, had a special covenant, right? Which we're gonna get into. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So when we say Jacob or we say Israel, they're synonymous, all right? Because Israel is the sons of Jacob, all right? Now the Lord said he chose, read it again.
It says, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people.
He said he chose Israel because they were the fewest of all people. Now, if you're groomed to the scriptures, you understand that the Lord said he chooses the lowly and the meek, right? All right? See, the way that the Lord exemplifies his power, he doesn't go get the biggest. He don't go get the most liked, or he go get the smallest
To show his power.
to show his power. So the smallest nation out of all the nations on the earth was Israel, and that's why the Lord chose him. All right, this says it right there. You got it, bro. Go ahead.
All right, this is Leviticus. I got two of them, but I just pulled them. This is Leviticus 20 and 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord Yahweh, am holy, and have saved you from other people, and you should be mine.
Yep. That's plain. No,
He serving us, and he separated us, man, from other people.
they say, yeah, he's seven.
He serving us,
Yeah.
I mean, separated.
Yep.
He set us apart, and they were holy means separate.
Yep.
Her. And that's the nation of Israel, man. At once upon a time. All right? But guess what? We coming back into their heritage. All right, then we once was, man. Righteous nation. All right, so we started
When you sever something, it means you cut it off.
right?
So he cut off all the other nations, right? He cut Israel off from amongst all the other nations,
Right.
Right? He said, "These are my people. This is who I'm going to bring forth my judgment, my wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the earth, then, man. Right? Okay, come.
This First King 10 and 9. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, thy power, which delight in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord Yahweh loved Israel forever. Therefore made he the king and to do judgment and justice. But the key point is said because the Lord Yahweh loved Israel, man.
Yep. Yep. Now, that's plain, and we just went into why, because they were the least, That's what the Lord does. He takes nothing and turns it into something great, man.
That's right, that's Jacob.
Yep.
That's how you know the Lord Jacob.
And that's how you know the spirit of Jacob, because the spirit of Jacob are those that come from the bottom, and then they come up with these great inventions, Like everything you really see before you, all right, is created by Jacob. The stoplight, the automobile, anything that we use in our daily walks of life that's of any vital importance, Jake created it, man.
That's Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51.
Come. Let's get Genesis, the 12th chapter.
The Genesis 12 and 1. Now the Lord Yahweh had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
Right. Now, That's who it all started with. Now we're getting into the origins of how Israel become a nation. Because see, when we mention the forefathers of the nation of Israel, when we mention our forefathers, who does it always start with? Abraham. From Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because the Most High is the power of who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, before Abraham's name was Abraham, it was Abram, which in the Hebrew is Abaram, which means father exalted, or exalted father, all right? And then the Lord changed Abram's name to Abraham, which is Abraham, father of a multitude, man, right? Now, read that again, and then I want you to jump to 17.
Genesis 12 and 3. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And indeed shall all families of the earth be blessed.
Yeah. So the Lord said that in Abraham will all the families of the earth be blessed. But Abraham had 8 sons, man. All right? So which seed is it talking about? All right? Let's go to Genesis the 17th chapter, whole Sirach the 44th chapter, and Galatians the 3rd chapter.
Let's start there. Genesis 17 and 5.
Nah, I want you to start at the top.
Alright. Genesis 17 and 1.
Now, stay tuned because we're gonna read a good bulk of this 17th chapter. And I want you to stop. Where's the point? 24. Yeah, 19, 21. It's gonna get into the meat of it. Yeah, 21 is where we're gonna stop. So we're gonna read from 1 to verse 21.
The Genesis.
Okay, 3rd chapter. You got it.
Genesis 17 and 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abram, saying unto him, I am the mighty power, walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thy exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations.
Father of many nations. All right, go ahead.
Neither should thy name anymore be called Abram, but thy name should be Abraham.
Right, so neither shall his name no more be called Abaram, but it will be called Abraham, right? Which is father of many nations or father of a multitude, right?
For a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee and their generations for an everlasting covenant.
Now notice it says seed singular. It didn't say seeds, all right? Now keep going because we're going to get into it.
To be a power unto thee and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan for an everlasting possession.
Right, the land of Canaan, all right? Now, this is the Lord establishing his covenant, the details of his covenant with Abraham, all right? This is before Isaac, this is before Jacob, all right? So, all of this is what you would call past prophecy because these prophecies have already come to pass, all right? So we're going into history, but we're going into prophecy.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
And I will be that power, was not. And the Most High said unto Abraham, Thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore thou and thy seed after thee in their generations. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you should be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the